Good evening. Hello. Hello. Wow, the music's still playing. For some reason, I don't know why the music is still playing. Stop playing. Ah, it did. Stop playing. And I've just realized I've still got that. I had to listen to myself then for a minute. Good evening, Mick. Thank you for coming to join me. Thank you for coming to join me. And I believe I'm one of the other people. I'm not sure who the other person. I said, maybe not people looking, and I don't know what's going on. Good evening, Kirsty. Thank you as well for coming to join me as well tonight, because I am not prepared tonight at all in any way, shape, or form. Go into that a little bit in a minute, but pollen season, wonderful, isn't it? Absolutely great. We all love the pollen season. So while I do put the link out because I forgot to put it in, why have I just done paste? I don't know. So Control Z that. And then we'll copy instead of paste because we don't want to be doing. That's just stupid. Changing your browser halfway through the stream. It's just a ridiculous thing to do. Then we can put that in. And then pin said message. And then I don't have to listen to me on YouTube anymore, which is absolutely fantastic. Because how you all listen to me, I don't know, because my voice goes straight through me. Sorry, I'm a little bit coffee tonight. As I said, it's been weird last week because in UK, most of you are in the UK, those of you who aren't in the UK, we've had a pollen bomb this week, as apparently in the news, which is basically if you suffer from hay fever, you don't go outside. Unfortunately, that's the majority of my house, except for me. So I've been looking after sick people. So my original plan of looking through all the boxes and getting out the army ready for, in fact, let's just change this over for a minute because I'm actually talking to you rather than looking at the desks. This is what we will be looking at in a minute, but I'm talking to you at the moment. So yeah, rather than looking at all the stuff that I needed to get for the army that's going to be facing the Tyanids, I think I managed to get it done. So instead, what I'm going to do briefly before I start doing bricks, because I've still got to do the scenery, so I've still got stuff I could be getting on with. So I'll be bricking stuff up tonight. Thank you very much, Kirsty. But yeah, no, I can't stand listening to my voice. So is having YouTube when I'm putting the pin thingy up is just in my ears. So Mick, I'm gonna wait till I actually get an image. There we go. Evening, mate. How you doing? As soon as there are two of us up, I'm gonna put that up there. So I don't want to have my big face up and not your big face. So I'll leave it up. Yeah, so I'm looking at the two commanders. I'm going to be facing the big bugs that I've been painting for the last God knows how long and seeing which of the two commanders I want to take with it. Bear in mind, I'm going to be playing a stripped down version of the game because since they put a lot of stuff in it, like the CP and all the stratagems and stuff, since they've started putting all that into it, I've not been having as much fun. So I decided I'm just going to take that out. That also means, though, any abilities that apply specifically to stratagems and using said CP are fucking useless. So if a certain unit requires you to use a certain stratagem or use certain CP and stuff, then yeah, it's not going to work as well. So I have to plan differently than normal.
Who are you battling against?
Myself, technically.
Oh,
because it's either going to be myself or the missus, because the missus might control the other side for me just so I don't know what the other doing. Good evening. Sorry, stopping 1 second. Good evening, Ellie. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I'm building both sides. So although it's a game where usually you would play against somebody else's army, I want to play my own army because no one ever offers to play my army for me so I can play against them. So I've never played against my own army. So I want.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I would like to. Problem is, I have more than one army, and I'd like to play against all of them, as any of them. So I've built my Tyranid force. I know what that army's going to be. I know that's set in stone. That is there. I'm decided it's going to be Space Marines that are going up against them instead of Orcs because I've got more of a choice with the Space Marines. I've just got to decide what's going up against them. I have just recently got a load of new models for it as well, for the Space Marines, like when I got the entire Tyranid army. So I want to use at least one of those leaders that I got with it, because nice new shiny models, as you would. And one of them is this guy, which is the Terminator Captain. Yeah, nice big shiny model, obviously much bigger than the littler versions of him as a leader. And the other one is the Librarian in camera, sorry. Terminator Librarian. So it means I'm taking a unit of Terminators automatically just so they can go with these. But which one of these to take, I don't know.
Terminator Librarian. I've heard it all now.
Oh no, he's actually they're both pretty good models, and depending on which edition you play in, they're usually pretty damn good as well, both of them. Thing is, Terminator Captain dude, which is that one. He does have a decent stat line, so his movement is got a decent save. He's supposed to have a relic fist. His relic weapon can replace. So he's got a relic weapon, which isn't that great in close combat, really. Strength 5's not really doing much. Neither's his Stormbot. He's like a slightly better version of the standard sergeant that goes in the unit. So you'd get one of these guys anyway. And as a stat line, he's slightly better. I mean, very marginally by like +1 strength on its attack. But he does get to reroll charges for the unit. So when I want to run in and smack something with them swords, which generally you want to, if you've got a sword, you want to hit something. Good evening, Buzzard. How are you doing, man? Nice. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, when you roll for it, you get to reroll the charge. Problem is, his other one is once per battle round, I can use a stratagem for 0 CP. I'm not going to be using stratagems. I'm not going to be having any CP. So that rule is completely bloody useless. So I get to reroll charges, and he's more wounds than a standard Terminator, and he's slightly better. Yeah, fair enough. He's not bad. He's not bad. If I was playing him in other editions or using the stratagems, he'd be a lot better because I get to use much. The other one, the Terminator Librarian. Okay, so he dies a little bit quicker. He's not got as many wounds. He hasn't got any stupid rules about stratagems, which is good. His shooting slightly better, and his melee slightly better. And okay, the 4+ save against psychic attack to his units, and he gives a special rule to his unit, which makes their shooting better. Right, okay, so I think that was an easy decision. That actually was a much easier decision than I thought it was going to be, and makes thinking, what the are you talking about?
No, I'm not, mate. I know pretty much. Well, I'm not going to say I'm certainly no expert on what you are, but there's a shop literally about 4 minutes walk from my house, which you know about. And my friend's got the biggest Space Marine army I've seen.
Ooh, can you take a picture of it next time, please? Sorry,
that's if he allows nice. But yeah. There's a workshop.
Games Workshop.
People battle all the time, but just further out corner, there's like I were unaware until you said that time. That shop that you were trying to find, there's a Games Workshop, and then there's another shop further up, which is just a shop, not a game shop.
Oh, cool. So they do more than just, they don't just do that, they do other stuff like the Dungeons and Dragons and the all the other stuff. Excellent. That means they'd probably let you go in and play there as well then. So they probably have more tables set up than Games Workshop.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The Games Workshop is where you can stand in, and I think there's like 3 tables where people set their armies up. But round the corner, there's a shop where there isn't a games table. They just sell the paints and loads of models and shit.
Right.
I don't know. I've just done a gummy, mate. I'm smoking a biff. I'm a bit spaced out.
No worries. I've made sure I'm nicotined up before I came up on stream.
Yeah. It's all right. I get my prescribed last, so there's nothing illegal.
Oh, no, I understand. That's right. You can smoke away, man. You can smoke away. That is
black
perfect.
cherry.
Black cherry.
30%. Yeah, 30% THC. Wow, it's mad. And then I've got the gummies.
And you're getting the gummies. Them gummies are supposed to blow people's heads off. I've come across I've come across a guy on shorts. I don't know what his actual channel name is, but he calls himself Stoner Gum. And he's got a phrase where it's like when you choose the number all when referring to packets of gummies, and then I proceed to watch the video, and I like the way he puts it when you choose the number all. It's like, yeah, that's not a good number to choose, really. Not always a good number to choose when you're packing something like a pack of infused gummies. Not a great number to choose. Especially
I get 5 packets a month, and there's 14 in a packet.
Yeah, and if you were to choose the number all in that packet, what would be the effect?
No. I think that all is like when I renew my prescription.
No.
Because
they basically when they've opened the packet, instead of choosing one, just eating 1 or 2, they just ate the packet.
No, I won't do that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no, that's a stupid idea. But that's what these people have done and filmed. There is the subsequent results, and this gentleman is talking over it. And as a more experienced astronaut, shall we say, he's narrating over what these silly little space cadets are doing. It's like,
these are pretty big, to be fair.
Yeah, I expect them to actually be a mouthful or two just to be able to chew on them things.
And like I said, I get 14 of them.
Nice. Yeah, but how long so you get 14 in how many packets? And obviously this is for medical reasons. People get
5 packets.
That you go through 5 packets in them. They last you about a month.
A month, yeah.
I was going to say, I'm guessing about a month, because I'm guessing you'll start running short before you have to, and that's why they don't give you more than you need. They only give you what you need, because obviously you're getting it.
Yeah. I think it depends on your illness as well, because with me having progressive MS,
yes,
and that cancer shit, it's the MS. I'm allowed quite a large prescription for that, because it's a nerve. It's a nerve disease. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the CBD in it, because the 20 milligram gummies. So you get 10 milligram THC in them and 10 milligram CBD. So it's mainly the CBD that I'm prescribed more than the THC.
Yes, because that's the nerve suppressant side that you're after, obviously.
Yeah,
because it's medical, people. You don't take it for recreational use.
But the buds are all right, mate.
Damn it! Stop talking. I haven't got anything. I haven't got tobacco. Sure. Although I could probably do with it, because the therapist said it may help, so you can find out. In case anyone's wondering what I'm doing while I'm talking to Mick, this is going to be the new base for the blown out building. So everyone's used to seeing the one that's got all the rubble built in, is about yay big, and I bricked up ages ago. This is going to be the base for the second one, but I'm not going to fill the base of this in with rubble this time. It's going to only be a little bit of rubble and mostly empty, and then going to be rubble outside around here with bits like this sticking out, which is why I've drawn around where the bases are going to go. So hopefully it's got a slightly larger footprint for the second building. So I've got to explain what I'm doing. Sorry, mate. For interrupting us halfway through conversation. I've got to explain what I'm doing because people might watch this back and think, well, they're talking, but what the hell are they actually doing on that thing? So I'm going to tell them. So yeah, you're chewing on gummies, rolling the giant.
No, well, I'm smoking. I've hit the gummy, mate. That went fucking 10 minutes ago. I've nearly done this joint. I'm going to roll another in a minute, though. I'm going to watch YouTube too. But while you're on, can I show you a couple of carvings?
Of course. There you go. You're up live, mate. Go for it.
Give me a sec.
All right. Okay. I'll drop you back down for it. Well, I'll leave you up large and have a look back at the comments because I probably missed loads. Who have I missed coming in? Because I've missed loads of stuff while I've been talking to Mick. Let's catch up. I caught up with Beacon. Doing fine, by the way. Listen, thank you very much for asking. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. It's nicely painted as well. Because it's almost comic book style. Good evening, Dan. Oh, that one. Yeah, nice. Those were brilliant. Those were absolutely amazing. The people see. Are you just trying to give me a geekgasm? Sorry, people, for that word in case it wasn't in your vocabulary already. But yeah, the word geekgasm. It should now be in your vocabulary as just a piece of wording. And nice, very nice. See, I'm looking at the bigger screen because obviously I want to see these. Fantastic. Wow. Damn, man. Yeah. Okay, right. So here's a question. Once you finish showing these off, I've got a question for you, mate. But while you are showing these off, I'll do boring bits.
Yeah, go
on. Right. Here's Johnny thing. The lettering on that, because I can't do freehand. I'm hopeless at it. I can't do freehand. Nothing. Yeah. So that now I can tell you've obviously drawn in some kind of baseline somewhere. I think I can see it between a couple of the E's. Yeah, so I can see a tiny little residue of what would have been a line that you've followed, but obviously because you've gone deep in, you've lost that line, and that line disappears as you go into it. So freehanding is you need to be quite good at it to be able to get those things.
It's not a blood card, it's me tattoo.
Right. So, but how do you get the spacing right? So for the sizing and the scaling, how do you get the spacing and the scaling right from letter to letter?
Trace it.
So you've got so you have a stencil of a letter outline-ish size, and it always fits within that certain, essentially a zero, and it always fits within that zero regardless of the.
No, traced it.
So
I found the image, traced it, copied it.
So it was a direct transfer, whereas you've not right.
Direct transfer, direct trace.
I was hoping you weren't going to say that, but never mind. Because
no,
it's harder to do.
Listen, why? Do you know what I mean? I'm not. There's talent and the things. It's easier when the thing's already there to do.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Are you with me?
Oh, I understand completely. Right, I need to highlight.
But I mean, but there's a separate skill in the outline, especially like with wood in printing the lines, especially like around the eyes and things. You know, it's not like you're just painting something that's there, actually carving it out, scratching around it. You know what I mean? That Dremel, mate, the fucking, it's so bad on the hands. It's unbelievable.
I know. I just keeping it in spot. Alison and quite a few other people want to know, did you make them?
Obviously.
Well, yes, I understand that, but a lot of stuff. Some of these people have never seen some of your carvings before. So when you said, "Can I show them?" Of course you can show them, and they all get to see your carvings, which is great. And yeah, Mick T's made them. He's made various things. You've made all sorts. You've made. What did you make for Squirrel? You made him a.
Hey, look at this walking stick.
That's what you made. Not this one specifically. Is this your Wakefield inspired one?
No, Scotland.
No, Scotland. I was going to say no. Go straight to Buckfast. That is not Wakefield. You see. Now you're gonna, depending where you go in Glasgow, you're going to annoy half the city with that one. Unless you've done heresy and put the green side on the other side, which I hope you haven't. Having my family being firm green side supporters. Say again.
It make me smile as I'm going to make a sig.
Okay, fair enough. So I noticed the Rangers badge on there. So you're
I made that years ago for an old guy on some YouTube channel. I can't remember what, but unfortunately he passed away before I could send him it. So I've been stuck with it ever since. I'm not a Rangers fan, mate. I'm fucking Leeds through and through.
I know your Leeds, which is why. But when you say it was a Scotland one, and I saw the Rangers, I was like, that's an awful put on, because that's quite a specific area. If it was a generic Scotland one, we could have sent it to Edinburgh and it wouldn't have mattered. But now you've stuck a Rangers. Now there's a Rangers thing on there. It pretty much has to go to a Rangers fan, really. And I don't think, do you know anything?
No, it'll be easier for me to. I'm gonna start doing what you do, and start doing stuff online. But because where I am at the minute in this small flat, until I get my bungalow with the garden and the shed, my mobility is that bad now. I can't make it down to the allotments and the art house. Where I'm overtold and the space is available, you know what I mean? If you've got fucking sawdust flying everywhere.
Yeah, you can't. You need the extraction.
You know what I mean? I can't do it in this kitchen.
No,
and especially at the times, like I said, because look at time now in UK, and you're busy painting and that. If I were to get my Dremel out, fighting about, do you know what I mean? The noise it makes is.
I'm also laughing because I've got to remember we are on YouTube and we do have a chat room. So you don't have to be sorry, Alison. You can ask as many questions as you want. It's just that I'm useless at keeping track of them. And me and Mick basically, because me and Mick, I'll say me and Mick know each other now. So it's not like me and Mick are sat talking over Zoom. I've had Mick sat on my right-hand side and we just chatting now. We just chatting. So I'm forgetting that we have other people. Sorry, Mick. So I'm interrupted us for YouTube for a minute because that's what I have to do on my YouTube. I don't feel sorry for it at all. I shouted, but they didn't hear me. I saw I was asking another question. There it is. How long have you been doing these, and do you want to sell them? And Joey, you just have to wait a minute. Sorry.
No.
Do you sell them, Mick?
No.
Would you be willing to do one on commission?
No, because I can't commit. I haven't got the time, and my health isn't. My health isn't as good as I want it to be. My eyesight's going. It's not. If I can do something, I'll do it. But at the minute, my health isn't allowing me to do the things that I want to do.
So at the minute,
that's the truth. Do you know what I mean? But
would you be willing to sell off any already commissioned and already created pieces?
Well, no. I do something for free if it's in my ability and I can do it. I'll happily do something for somebody that's a friend. But for like, what? I don't want to be committed. I don't want to be committed to somebody saying, "Oh, can you do this?"
This is all.
And then their expectations are. Do you know what I mean? I did to be told, "Oh, it's shit." Do you know what I mean?
I feel it. I feel it. That'd be like somebody paying me to do interviews. Like, oh yeah, you get $200 a show to interview these guys, and it's like there's a lot more pressure when there's stuff like that. I 100% feel that. Yeah.
But how about the stuff that you've already got? Because you just don't know if you've got a walk, you've got a cane there that you've got no need for.
I've got loads. I've got loads of canes. Mate, I've got so many canes, it's unbelievable.
So would you be willing to say sell some of those off? The stuff that you've not got to make, the stuff that's already made. The stuff that's already produced. You don't have to put anything in other than put it in a box and send it to the person who
but no, I don't think I'd sell a cane because I've got MS and I use them because every day is different. I don't want to have the same cane every day. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Who's asking?
Hypothetical question.
Oh, right, yeah, no, well, no.
No, all right, okay, fair enough. It's a hypothetical question, man. That was all it was. Basically, Alison said, how long did you do them, and do you sell them? So the answer is no, you don't sell them, and you've not answered the how long you've been doing them, but I'm guessing bloody ages because you're too good at it.
No, I first learned something to do in prison. When I was stuck in prison, I know what to do. Do you know what I mean? So, well, a lot of time on my hands. And then when I come out, rather than get back with the old crowd, do you know, before I got MS, I was dabbling. You know what I mean? A bit like you were for an hobby.
Yeah, it was just something to keep your hands busy, keep you occupied.
Yeah. So it's nothing. It's, do you know what I mean? It's something that I can just shut away and do. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be pressured into like, oh yeah. It's probably the only part of me that I haven't given away or that hasn't been taken.
Right. So at the moment, it's more of a personal thing than a marketing thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where Joe disappeared to there, Kirsty. I think he just went to either answer the door or go for a piss, probably. Goddamn, breaking up a wall is boring as shit. Just to tell you all, that's just breaking a wall is boring as shit.
Yeah, I'm willing to load up things though.
Ooh, really? How far into? Come on, right? Go on. How much? When you saw the films, did you despair at the fact that a character was missing?
No.
Did you know there was a character missing from the films? That's
no
the films. Right. Okay.
No.
So we are on slightly different.
Yeah, listen, I'm one of them that just watched a film and fell in love with the film. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
I haven't read the book. I've got the concentration skills of a Norwegian racing sardine.
Jesus, you're doing well, mate. You're doing well because this is the only thing I can bloody concentrate on. Give me anything else, it's like what? No.
Well, give me a second. Let me see, because it's a bit late and a bit dark here, and a lot of my stuff's out in the shed. Let me see if I can. I've got some stuff in always, some sticks. You're
all right. You're all right. If you're not feeling,
I want to show you what I've made. What is it? If he's in the chat. Oh, what's his name? Lex. Do you know Lex?
I do. I spoke to Lex. I don't speak to him much, but I have spoke to Lex. I don't know if he's in chat. I don't think he's in chat. Tom Bombadil, yes, you're right, by the way, Kirsty. Tom, what's his name, is the guy that wasn't in the films but was in the book. And it's the guy that the ring has no power over. While everybody else has disappeared, I have to guess with me. Me and Mick T have not shut up since we started rambling, and I don't know what we've gone on about. What can I say? Thank you for all coming. And this is what my stream ends up like sometimes. I don't know what's going to happen. Joey's got to open his mouth yet. I mean, he has spoken, but he's not. Again, Joey saying something for a little bit, and then Joey actually speaking are separate matters entirely. So Joey's got to say something eventually, and then I don't know which road that's going down either. I have no idea which road that's going down. Both of them have just returned.
Put me on big.
And Mick T wants to be made big. I Joey went for food for the earlier question. So we have I have Sauron. Nice. And Skullhead. I don't know. Is that the doors? Yes, it's the doors as they're going into Khazad-dûm. Gold or Schmiegel, whichever you would prefer. Do we have a Sheila, or is that? No, tree bed. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, go ahead, Alison. As I said, I don't discourage questions. Although I am gushing over this very, very particularly nice cane at the moment. And what's that bit? Oh, Balrog. Oh, that was a nice model, that as well. That was a very nice model. That's awesome. Mick T has made them all, Alison. These are all past projects that he's made. As I said, he's not capable of making some of them as easily anymore. Certainly not to say, oh, so you've done the nice version as well? I can't make out what that is. That looks like Galadriel at the bottom, though. If I'm getting any of these wrong, Mick, tell me correctly.
No, this is Elf one.
So yeah, so this will be Rivendell and the Forest. So the other guy would have been Elrond, I'm guessing. And Joey's thinking, what the fuck are you geeks talking about? We've got an Air Force vet there sat there looking at two geeking out over Lord of the Rings cane. He's like, no, this is not what football's about, man. No.
I never watched Lord of. I saw the one of the Hobbit. I saw that, but I never watched the original series, and I didn't really like the Hobbit, so I never watched the original series.
Right, the Hobbit is to the Lord of the Rings series what Alien 3 is to the Alien series. Kind of like that. Right, okay. You're not as bad as what comes later, but just shut up there in the corner and be quiet while the rest of us sit here and go, look at how great we are. So the first three films, if you can withstand the extended edition, are worth at least a watch for the story, and it is an epic story, isn't it? The Lord of the Rings films is an epic story. We're talking like 4 hours for each extended cut.
Oh man, but even the Hobbit is brilliant.
Well, I'm slightly with Joey here. I'm not a fan of the Hobbit films. I think they completely screwed up. They could have done a hell of a lot better. However, it's another film they've managed to do where Martin Freeman doesn't annoy me, which is well done to them, I suppose. Kudos to them. But I don't like the Hobbit films. Not on the way that I like the Lord of the Rings films. I put the Lord of the Rings almost up there with Star Wars as films go. As far as literature goes, Star Wars is nowhere near, and it never will be. But as far as films go, yeah, Lord of the Rings is like, that's a grand epic. Yeah, that's not CGI. They've got that many people there to do all that crap, and a lot of it's done with set works with CGI as well and stuff over the time. There's a lot of work, and you can tell why they filmed it all in one go, because they needed to, and then released it in all the bits. Definitely worth a watch. Hobbit, now you can give it a miss. It's not worth a watch if you're not interested. It's kind of like people say you should watch The Godfather. So, yeah, but I'm not into mobster movies. It's like, I know you're not, but give Godfather a watch. It's a good film regardless, type of thing.
I still got that on DVD, the whole Godfather, all three of them.
Exactly. There's certain classics that are going to go down as like, look, these are must watch if you like cinema for XYZ reasons.
I'm going to say I've got the box set from Britannia Video in the shed.
Oh Jesus!
It's a cardboard. Yeah, it's a cardboard flip out like a wardrobe, and you flip the front open, and there's 3 videos in there, and a little black book.
Oh wow! Wow! Get it out of the shed. You don't want it getting damp. You don't want that tape degrading. Yeah, I know it's a prequel, Kirsty, but the films are just no.
Oh, I cried at end at Godfather 3, mate, when she got shot at end, and she went, "Daddy." Do you know what I mean? Like, oh,
the entire Godfather set is still on my to watch list, and the entire Godfather set. In fact, that might be a good thing to set up. Me and Joey. I watched The Godfather Part 1.
That'd be a good live stream watch on Discord.
We were supposed to do hey, listen, Les, and Mick too, even. We were supposed to do a Sopranos to start to finish. We're going to watch along and then every episode analyze it thing, but we never got it off the ground. That's still in the project pipeline. If you guys are ever interested in that.
What, a group of us watching it together and then going over what we thought. Is it going to be recorded or is it just going to be a private thing?
You just like have a week to watch it, and then you come up on a stream, say at a certain time, and then you just discuss what happened.
No, I'm not up for that. I fucking come into The Sopranos. It's not for me. Not for me.
Right, no.
I don't blame the brothers or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because we're coming up to it's got to be the last soldier that fought in World War II. He's got to die soon. So if you did like Private Ryan or Band of Brothers, something historical, I'd do that.
I think Joe's more point is each time we choose a different one, and we'll go through different series. So within a week, you'll hammer season 1 of blah blah blah, and as a collective group, I'm guessing do you decide if you're carrying on with the series, or do you changing the series to something else?
That's it, though, isn't it? When you're talking about a series, it depends how many series. It depends if it's like if you're going into something like 10 series, that's a year's worth of content, isn't it? And a fucking year's worth of work.
Movies would be a better idea. So right, okay, this movie. So hypothetically again, us 3 are doing a movie version. Mick T, pick movie. Any movie
Rocky.
Right, so all 3 of us would watch Rocky at some point in the week, possibly multiple times, so we can take notes and make notes. It'll be easier to come and do it that way because it's an easier consumable medium.
Yeah, but we know for a fact as soon as Rocky meets Adrian, you're going to pause it and just start wanking, and then we're going to get no content after that first meeting.
Well, that's the point. We watch the film privately, away from any cameras, and then we meet on a stream to discuss what we thought of the film, our points, our thoughts, our criticisms, our critiques.
Right. It's like a book club, but on YouTube.
Yeah, but rather than a book club, you do it on something visual. Joe was saying TV series. I'm suggesting movies. You could do it on all sorts of things. But yeah, I'm in agreement with Mick T. Doing it on complete series would be difficult because of the amount of media that everyone would have to consume within the short time period. A movie would be better because it's easier to consume within a time period. So if it's a weekly live broadcast, not everyone's going to be able to fit a full season in a week. If it's something like Game of Thrones, hour-long episodes,
Or one of us could do a StreamYard and we could all watch it at the same time and private and just record that StreamYard and then drop it on your channels.
You could do it that way, but you wouldn't be able to put the film up. So the viewers watching the stream back as we were watching the film wouldn't be able to see the stream. We wouldn't be able to put the film up on YouTube. Yeah. It would immediately go boom. No, you're going down. I'm not having it. We can't do any of that. So that's why essentially the book club idea of Joey's is probably the best idea. It's not a bad idea, in fairness. It's just refining it into something that can be done easily enough, quickly enough, and make it entertaining enough that people view.
Well, I mean, if you have entertaining enough people, theoretically, they can discuss anything. The problem is getting people on board, keeping people interested. I mean, you have to have people remember the show you're talking about, possibly watch along. A lot of people aren't good at reporting week to week for content. It's like work. You know what I mean? Some people are good at showing up for work. Some people aren't. I mean, a lot of people don't. They like turning on the camera and talking. That's it. You know, a lot of them don't like doing the prep. I noticed that about a lot of people. If you do the back end work for them, they'll show up. They don't like doing show prep. You know what I mean? So you have to. That's the only problem with something like that. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I'd love to do it, but there's like 88 episodes of Sopranos. Trying to get 4 people together 88 times is fucking ridiculous.
Well, as I said, that's why the series would probably prove more difficult. And when it comes to the entertainment factor, it's not just entertaining. We both know Blake could be entertaining in various different ways. But with the scope of certain things, would Blake's form of entertainment translate into a book club?
Well, could Blake afford to watch a movie? You know, that's another. We have to start with the basics. Like, does he have access to a DVD? Can he?
Okay, well, as soon as you mention Blake, I was just going to set fire to the house and I'm done with it. Do you know what I mean?
But I don't like using Blake as the example here because it's not fair on Blake because.
But no, mind you, at least we know we're not going to stoop that low. So you know, you've evened the playing field. I don't think anything we can do can be fucking worse than what Blake's doing.
Well, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I've seen Blake doing his when he was doing I can't remember what the game is because it wouldn't let me fucking play it.
Fallout.
Not Fallout, but it was.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Fall Guys.
Yeah.
And then his banter on that was entertaining. His interaction with that was correct. Everything was like that. It was like yes. That could work. But put him.
Blake needs to get on that Riff Tracks. Have you played that Riff Tracks, Lars?
Ridge Tracks. I don't.
Riff Tracks. It's got Riff Tracks. It's called. It's brilliant. It plays like it'll play like a 30-second movie clip, or not even 30 seconds. It'll just play a short movie clip, and it'll have some dialogue in it. Do you know what I mean? But it'll be like old movies, proper old movies, or cartoons. And then it'll stop, and you've got 2 minutes to type in the next context. Oh, mate, I just pressed live. I was bored overnight, and I pressed it, and this guy was playing it. And I typed something so bad, mate. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad in my head. Do you know what I mean? But it was like it was like this black and white movie. And it had this little African-American girl sat there. And this white girl were like looking at this calendar and she went, "Oh, it's nearly Christmas." And then skipped off. And then this little African-American girl was sat there. Obviously, the slave master's friend for the white girl. Do you know what I mean? And she said, "Oh, I wish I had a calendar." And then it stopped and you had to put the next text in. And after she put, "I wish I could read a calendar," I put, so I could count the days till Master does my ass because it hurts when I bend down at church. And I got banned, mate, from the channel for like commenting it.
I wonder why.
Do you know what I mean? It was just the first thing that popped in my head. But that's what
you probably just got me flagged for the story. I'm not taking it down. I'm not stopping it. I said you probably just got me flagged for the story. But yeah, I'm not surprised you got banned from the channel, dude. Holy shit.
But
you didn't expect
but that's but it's just like that's how I predict America back in the day. Do you know what I mean? I've watched all the black and white cowboy movies, the John Wayne, the Bonanzas. It all portrays. Do you know what I mean? It was just like it was the first thing that popped in my head.
But yeah, I've got to say, I've seen a lot of the John Wayne movies, listened to a lot of the old movies, and then I saw 13 Years a Slave, and I thought, holy shit, I'm glad I'm not Dorito. How you doing?
I was wondering, I've been here for a little while since the third row of Pez that you've been stacking.
Right. Just to give everybody a clarification on my current state of mind, I have Joey, I have Mick T, and I have Dorito with me. I am stacking these things up one by one. My head is absolutely nowhere in any position of any of these cameras or this thing. I don't know where my head is at the moment. My head is floating up in some cloud somewhere.
I see it. It's right up there, right above the
So, with that said, gentlemen, I'll let you commence with the chaos and see what goes ahead.
Hi, Allison. Hey, where'd you get the Tic Tacs from?
These are all the these are caught ages ago. I got this, and then I got a big sheet of underfloor heating, which is basically this shit. And then I cut it all up into little bits, and now I can get this little tub, and I can go, yay!
Holy shit!
And there's fucking thousands. There's thousands. There's enough to brick up 3 stories of this building on all 4 walls. All the walls are intact anyway.
Where'd Mick go? Damn it!
I don't know.
Nobody knows. What's up,
Mick
Rito?
just disappeared.
What's up, bro? Nice shirt.
Essentially, just letting people know that my head is just away in the clouds at the moment. So conversations, I'm gonna be very easily distracted.
Are you on medication, or you've been smoking? Why you high, or what's the deal?
Yes and yes.
All right, perfect. Hey, I'll take those explanations, bro. No need to explain further.
Yes and yes. My tablets were taken on time today. So, as Mick T was explaining earlier, he takes medical marijuana for his MF. I take something called clonazepam for my need disorder. They have similar effect. Essentially, it's a nerve suppressor, and it suppresses a lot of nerves, and sometimes it doesn't really take effect. And so, and things get very foggy, and sometimes they do take quite an effect, especially if you don't eat very well that day. Then they can take particularly strong effect.
Look at these, Joey. Yeah, you got the T-shirt. I just got this for my buddy.
Oh, nice.
For a buddy of mine. They're the long sleeve ones.
Oh, this is your band buddy.
Yeah, I got it for a friend of mine. It's a freaking medium.
Right, no, put the red name back on the screen.
Oh.
Voodoo Glow Skulls. Right.
Yeah,
just
Joey's got the same shirt, except for his is yours a long sleeve too, Joey?
No, it's short sleeve. I don't like long sleeves at all. I don't think I have one long sleeve shirt. I do not like long. I think I like a hockey jersey maybe, but it's
I got it for a buddy of mine. The guy that's actually works with the company. He's over in Texas now. So
is that another one that's left California?
Huh?
Is that another person who's left California?
He left because they transferred their parts division out there.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's the only reason he left. He misses home, bro, but he makes such good money that he don't miss it that much. You know?
It makes up for it. We can Zoom call.
Yeah, you know, he misses his friends, so he misses his family. But he's a father, you know, and
his son is graduated now and works for him with the company, and he runs the show over there. So, why miss home that much?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you can make it, if you can get to work somewhere else, and
they relocated him, bro.
They relocated him. What?
Yeah,
I'm sure he had some kind of saying like, "Nah, fire me." Then.
No, they said, "Look, we're gonna go ahead. This is what we want to do. We're transferring all the parts division out here to Texas. There was already another for that handles the East Coast. They said that place in Texas. We're going to transfer the parts division out there. You run the parts division. So we want you to still run the parts division and take over certain other things. So we're going to send you out there. Are you game? Let me think about it. A little bit later, it's worth it. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to relocate you. You don't got to do shit.
Well, they got the house. They saw the house.
Yeah, we're going to situate you where you find a place you want to live. Let's see how much it is. Gradually, are you buying? What are you doing? And they helped relocate him from his place he was renting here to another place that it was paid for, ready to go to. So
that's for a company. That's pretty good of them, really.
Dude, the guy's been there for like 20 years, bro. Well,
I mean, right. Don't take this as a dig, because I know there's differences between work policies across the ponds, and knowing some of the differences, that's actually quite I wish some of ours would do shit like that. I know some of them do, not criticizing all of our employers, but a lot of them wouldn't go to that extra length of basically going, look, we're moving. You can either move with us and sort your crap out, or you go find another job.
Me and my wife, because of the situation that's been going on lately, we've talked about, just toyed with saying, hey, jokingly, we would move. And she already knows that her company has welcomed her to telecommute if she needs to. So she wouldn't lose her job and her position. And she's got a very good position at her work.
And she'll be able to walk into, say, another city where they're located, and just walk straight into boom.
No, she'll be able to telecommute.
Oh, she'll just right. Okay.
Yeah,
so
she like her boss is the vice president. That's it.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So she just turns up on the computer and that's it. So
yeah, she's a notary. She does prelims. She does liens. She knows a lot of legal shit, dude, that I don't even. That's one thing that helps me with her, dude, is if I got something and I start looking into the information, all I got to do is send her one thing and she'll pull up all the shit and bring me back a stack of paper to study. Yeah, so because she knows I'll jump right into it. I love shit like that. If it's something I'm focused on, dude, bring me all the information you can, please.
It's the same thing with essentially with this. If it's something I'm focused on, yeah, I can sit there and do it all day long. It's like why is putting bricks on fucking walls, like little bricks on walls? I don't know why is that. Don't ask me why, but it is one of the things anyway. Yeah. I just wish I could find a few more of them and make them more functional, and that would be ideal. That would be ideal.
It's really a cool build, dude. I'm kind of impressed. Well, I am impressed.
It's going to hopefully be the same as, or very similar to the other one, just instead of being filled in at the bottom.
Did somebody pop into your window down there? I just thought I heard a beep.
No, I believe Joey just came back to it maybe this week for his chair. Did Joey?
Yeah, that was me. That was me coming back.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
I think that's just going to look cool how you because I already see what you're doing. You're building the wall.
Yep.
And then you're going to do a clear over it.
Yeah.
To a clear like a lacquer or a glue to keep everything together. And then you're going to paint it.
Part and part, because I've put paint already in the sealer.
Oh, okay.
So I get a primer and sealer in one.
Oh, okay.
But last time I did that, I got impatient when I hit it with a rattle can with a spray. And it turned out fine. It turned out actually better than I thought it was going to. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to recreate that on this building. So I'm going to have to come to that decision when I get to that, because it's kind of well, that was just a happy accident. That was a very fucking happy accident.
Dude,
this time I could really fuck it up.
I don't know how you guys are out there paint wise. If you guys have spray paint stuff like that.
Yeah, we have spray paint, but it's the propellant, and because of the type of foam this is,
it might melt it.
That is exactly what it does.
Yeah, don't use it. It's like you need a CA. That's like CA foam then, huh?
But if you can almost manipulate that melting process by using the primer and then wait until it's half done and then give it a light dusting, it only partially eats away into little bits of the foam. So it kind of looks like whether the limestone has ate away into the stone.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So
good luck with patience.
Well, that's what I managed to get as a happy accident.
Yeah.
On the last one.
That's what I was going to say.
Balls to on this one.
All I got to do is say one word to you on this one, last.
Go on.
Lorazepam. You're not going to have the patience to do it.
Fuck off. Right. No. Next brick.
I'm calling the kettle black, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Fuck off. Damn it. Next brick. I've got to get through at least one wall. You god damn it.
We were talking about
Angie. Mick, you back? What happened, man?
Hi, Monster.
Oh, right. Okay. That gummy kicked his cranium into the next stress.
Did you see any hippopotamuses?
So Joey, what's your advice on bags of gummies?
Don't do too much. I mean, if you don't do weed every day, if you don't smoke weed every day, I wouldn't do no more than 10, 20 milligrams of gummies. And keep in mind, the dosages you guys get aren't accurate. I'll say it straight up. Like everything's, I mean, at least what I saw from when I was there, from you, Doof, and, Captain and all that, the edibles dosages are all whack all over the place. So don't read them. But for rule of thumb, if it's about the size of your thumbnail, that's about a good one for a day. If you're not a regular user, if you smoke every day, then whatever, just do it until you get high.
Okay, so choosing the number all might not necessarily be a good idea.
Yeah, I would always give it a good hour. I mean, I take one, give it an hour, maybe even an hour and a half, because sometimes there's a delayed. I mean, I would never. Oh, it's 20 minutes and it's not going to work right away. It does take a little bit of time sometimes.
Fair enough. It's just that I'm considering applying through the NHS to see if we can get some to help with my condition, seeing as Mick G is constantly telling me how great it is helping his condition with his nervous. And
I talked to Doof. He has his medical card, and Mick has his card. There's a couple others. I think Nag has his card over there. So,
well, he got to a point that it's like I couldn't move like four or five times. I was just like, not doing nothing, not moving. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I need something that will allow me to function like a fucking human being. So yeah, seriously considering applying for that card, because apparently gummies do help. I did research into, because obviously it's the CBD side. You don't want to get high off them. You just want to get the medical benefits. And yeah, our THC side is much lower than yours, I believe.
Yeah, well, it's all. I mean, most street weeds usually it'll be like in the 10%ish, give or take. And then when you get to if it's not infused, you're usually topping out in the 30s. But it just depends where you're at. I mean, like these ones say, like these little pre-rolls. I bought a bunch of these pre-rolls, and this one's Rainbow Twizzlers. And this one says it's like 40-something%, like 49.81%, which is a lot of infused stuff, and it's good. But I mean, at the end of the day, whatever. I mean, it's all right, Allie, take care, sweetie. We'll talk to you later.
Good night, Ali. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I've not been paying attention to the chat very much this evening, although slightly more than usual, but this does take a lot of concentration. So I do apologize. However, all of you can quite happily go in Discord and berate me for it. I'm not. It is there for the purpose of going, you missed my and go have a go at me. You can get in contact with me if I missed a few questions. Please join the Discord. It's what it's there for. Because I do miss a lot of the chat. And I'm not particularly happy about and Joey's slowly dying on camera. Are you all right, man? Cool.
Weed.
Nice.
You know what it is,
Very
man.
nice. Yeah, it just catches the back of your throat and then you go. That's it. I mean, I'm tobacco smoker and I wake up every morning coughing in lungs up. This month has been absolutely horrible. The pollen I've never heard of it referred to as a pollen bomb before. Yeah, apparently we've had a pollen bomb in the UK. So
dude, my car is fucking covered, dude. It was
yellow
green film. You know what I mean? It looks like somebody just dumped a bunch of green dust on my car. It's like the trees. I think it's the pollen. It is fucking covered, dude.
Well,
ridiculous.
Apparently we're really suffering from tree and grass at the moment. So we've not hit to full flower, but yeah, tree and grass has hit quite hard at the moment, and it's wiped out pretty much my house, which has not been good.
Well, we got them cicadas are coming to a lot of communities every year. I looked at the map. Thank God, the cicadas are like locusts, locust type bugs. I don't know if they're exactly locusts, but they come up every 13 years, every 7. There's like cycles and shit, you know. And there's 2 cycles intersecting this year, like this 13-year locust and the 17-year locust. So like, it's really loud in some areas, like South Carolina, Illinois. There's a couple of states that just fucking. Just get that. If you know, I'm sure you've heard a cicada sound before, that locust sound. It's horrible at night, dude. I don't know how people sleep with that shit.
I probably have, because we don't have a lot of the insects and bugs, and a lot of the stuff that you have over there that you take for granted. It's like, what? No,
nope. So many bugs, dude. It's like,
ridiculous. Nope. But the noisiest thing we have is like crickets.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fucking loud, dude. They get so loud.
This summer, the kids start Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Ah.
I was going to say, is that the new version where you have to beat them a little bit more so they have to learn to duck quicker?
Yeah, I'm tired of them ducking.
It's a lot of Korean. Korean's a cool language. I fuck with some Korean.
Ichi, ni, san, chi, uroko.
That's Japanese, you dingus.
But that's what they do the counting for Taekwondo.
That'd be judo. They're not gonna use Japanese to count Taekwondo when it's a fucking Korean discipline, bro. It's not how the world works.
I took Taekwondo, bro, and that's how we counted.
Well, you guys had a Japanese instructor, and it wasn't full Taekwondo. There's no way. It's a fucking Korean art, bro.
Yeah, well, this is the argument that Bruce Lee ended up having. He's going, look, I can teach it to other people, and other people can learn and then teach. And he won. So,
who do you think was more overrated, Bruce Lee or Tupac?
I think both were actually.
Don't say they're underrated, because they're about rated or a little overrated. Both of them, in my opinion.
I think both of them.
When people die young, they tend to be
definitely underrated.
I would have to say
Tupac was a very intelligent person, so I think he was underrated in a lot of ways.
Tupac was a hothead, from all I can gather.
Like, yeah, but he was very intelligent
for 10 minutes without getting in the fucking yelling match with somebody.
He was very intelligent, though.
Just simply because I am less familiar with Tupac than I am with Bruce Lee, I would have to say Tupac, because I wouldn't be able to put an argument up to for Tupac. I wouldn't be able to stand there and put any arguments for him, so therefore I couldn't defend him, so I'd have to say him.
Yeah, and when it came to Bruce Lee, his discipline, dude, 1, and 2, how much he just pushed himself.
Yeah, he was still a prick.
Yeah,
he was still a complete and utterly arrogant prick. But yeah, he did. But you'll find most people who are that disciplined and that self-assured and that confident, that's how they come across anyway. Because they're too busy. They're not even thinking of you as something to be even. They're thinking of, right, I need to do this. I need to train. I need to be working on this. I need to be working on that. And they're not even thinking about you.
Right. They're thinking of you as a life obstacle, or they can make money off you.
Yeah.
They're thinking of you as a human.
Just saw that.
That's why people who are like, money's everything, you don't want to be friends with those guys, because they're not gonna be there for you unless you can make money. You know what I mean? And that's not a good way to be.
No, it's not.
Because most of us in this world, guys, aren't gonna make money. Let's be real. It's not making enough money to exist, but I mean, in this community we got, there's not gonna be maybe 1 or 2, if we're being lucky, and that's out of a couple thousand, that make even anything remotely fun. You know what I mean? There's not going to be 1 millionaire out of that group. I can tell you that right now. And that's not me and being. That's just the reality of numbers. You know what I mean? It's just the way the world works.
If it happens, it's got more chance of happening through a lottery.
Dude, I'm filthy rich in love and happiness, bro.
Oh, yes. There's 9 things about money. There's 9 things about money at all, for sure. I 100%
Yeah.
agree with you.
But now we're talking about cold hard cash, and none of us, I don't think, are filthy rich in cold hard cash.
I got enough to do what I need to do. But yeah, I'm not rich by any stretch of imagination.
Oh, you got more
one or two things, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? I would, but that's everybody though. I mean, it's just
I'm just like about 4 things away, breaking down in the house and being completely nothing. Like, right, I'm skint. I've got no money left at all.
I was just gonna say, I'm one blown transmission and a head gasket away from the streets.
Yeah, it's like fuck. I need to replace my washing machine, my fridge freezer, and my dryer, and the television, and the sofa. Fuck, I can't afford food.
I could do my replace. I got a new furnace within 7 years, I think, so that's good. I got the refrigerator is not, I think it's like 10, 15 years old, so that should be okay. But refrigerators ain't bad. I'd be okay on a refrigerator. I don't really think, even if a car went bad, I don't think it'd be that much of a thing. It would have to be like I don't know.
Oh, your engine just dropped out.
It would have to be like a lawsuit or something. Like if I got sued, maybe that would fuck me up, But other than that, it's maybe a medical bill for something that I didn't expect. But other than that, I mean, most things are kind of covered. I mean, it's
as most people say, we've got a bit in the back pocket just in case something happens, we need to clear it, and we've still got a bit left though, so that we're not screwed for the year.
I mean, if shit really hit the fan, I could just dip in the retirement. I always got that there. So, I mean, that's kind of my safety net, so to speak.
See, that's nice to have. That's your military. Yeah. Maybe I should have joined.
Well, my daughter Nikki's looking at the service. She's thinking, she's like, there's a lot of benefits there. Seems like a good thing. I was like, that's perfect. And she's open to a lot of stuff. Like, and I told her, I was like, dude, no matter what you do, you could make some money off of it, because you're in the show business family. I mean, and she's got talent. I'm not gonna sit here and say she's a fucking genius. I don't know, but she's she could hold a stream, and just knowing somebody like me, and I know this is a wild thing to say, but I'm such a fucking character. I'm such a ridiculous person that living with somebody like you, a whole thing of material just there, just making fun of me kind of thing. So there's a nice launching pad like that if she wants to go that direction. You know what I mean? Like if she wanted to be a nun, she could be a dancing nun and con things and stream. There's a lot of money in that stuff, So we'll see. I mean, everything might change when she really likes boys. I mean, she likes boys, but she's not like boy crazy. But then again, she might not ever be boy crazy. So who knows? We'll see.
I don't even want to fucking think about that shit.
She doesn't want to drink. She tells me she doesn't want to drink. I think she will smoke at some point. I really think she will. And maybe edibles or something. That's years down the road. She's not gonna do it illegally. My kids are very straight laced. Like they're not rule breakers at all, which is it's okay, I guess. I mean, provides better life opportunities. They're both still in the Scouts. I mean, they're in high school now. And they're both still in the Scouts, so that's good.
That's not necessarily a good thing over here. Far too many scandals in scouts over here.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, the scouting in the church. I mean, everything is different. I mean, if there was a guy who was like everybody who's involved in scouting now, I've known for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You know what I mean? Known for many years. It's like it's not like they're going to some place and there's 4 new guys that are going to watch your kids this weekend. And I go on pretty much all the trips too. So it's like, I'm not worried about that, and at least in that aspect. I'm not saying stuff that didn't happen in Scouts. They covered up a couple things over here too, I think. But end of the day, fucking, it's just basically a bunch of camping trip with parents and kids. It's not really that big of a, you know what I mean? I'm not going to deny the opportunity for it, but it's hard to get people to do it because of that stuff. I mean, it's weird. Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing that's why a lot more parents go now. Yeah. A lot more parents go, yes, I'm going on that camping trip with you. Just making sure. And
well, they got a thing now. You can't even be there if there's you have to have 2 of each. I can't remember the thing.
2 male, 2 female.
Together, but like say it was me. Say I was the scout leader, and there was another kid there. There'd have to be another kid or another adult. You couldn't have you know what I mean? For the accountability kind of thing.
Yes, a certain quota of this for that and that for this. So if there's that many kids, it's got to be that many adults and so many girls for so many boys and blah 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 blah.
Our scouting trip is kind of weird because we got a lot of adult leadership, and there's There's probably like 10, 15 of the adults, and we only got like 3 scouts. I mean, my son Jimmy and this other kid John, he's gonna age out because he's going to college next year, and then this other kid Elijah, which is Elijah and Jimmy, and hopefully they got a couple more coming in. And it's weird because they got like a lot of money too. There's like fucking 15 grand in the scout account, but like you can't really do anything because there's only like 2 kids, so it's like
we're going to the woods again. Right there.
Right. I like the ones, dude. I don't like the ones where there's fucking no toilet, man. I like my toilets. I don't like Porta Johns. And most of these fucking scouting places got Porta Johns. I really don't fuck with it. But you know, it's what it is. I mean, it's Jimmy likes it. I mean, I'm not gonna if he was dead set against it, you know, I wouldn't make him do it. I don't really make him do it. I'm sure if I said, hey, do you want to do this? But he has to get out of the house. He can't just play video games all day. You know, if he gets in high school, he gets, you know, some different things like Nikki did. Like when Nikki got in high school, you know, she met a different people. They go to the mall sometimes. They'll go bowling, just random things every now and then. They don't kick each other's houses all the time because these friends are spread the fuck out. But, you know, if Jimmy gets like that and he wants to drop scouts, I won't have a problem with it. But until, I mean, this will be his last year for dance, though. He's not going to do dance after this year. I don't think he doesn't like it anymore.
I was going to say, you make your son do dance?
You know, I mean, he liked it up until he needs to keep active. It's an activity, you know what I mean? And it was something that he just did from when he was little.
In fairness, think of it as from an exercise point of view, dance is brilliant because it's basically gymnastics.
Jazz hands.
It gets him moving. I mean, it's
you can either take Doritos' approach, or you can decide, no, you see that girl there who shouldn't be able to be lifted in the floor. Now I'm working out until I can throw her in the air and catch her.
Right. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's I mean, he's done it since he was little. I think he was like 4 when he did the first class. And Nikki quit a couple years ago. She was doing ballet, and she just kind of didn't really like it. Jimmy still seemed to like it. And because we were there was this one school up the street, Arlene Casera was the name of the studio. And during pandemic, they closed. And right like the year after that, fucking his mom died. Or the lady who ran it, she died. Arlene died. So Nikki wasn't running anymore. They just went out of business. And that kind of sucked. So that's when we went to the new one, Nancy Larson. That's right down the street there. And I don't know how these places, I mean, she probably has more people in the other classes, but I mean, it's only like $50 a month for the class. And there's only like 4 kids in the class. I don't know how they make money like that. It's probably an endowment kind of thing, but.
It may be a multiple class thing, so she might only have 4 kids in that class. But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The younger ages, those little kids, they got 15 people in some of the little kids' classes. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it'll be as stages move up. So
do they do salsa and mariachi?
Oh, Jimmy's a tap dancer. They don't. Is he in the past? I don't know what they've done this year. The song is God. What is the song this year?
How about Maranga?
I can't even remember now. What the fuck is that song? I heard it. I hear it 8,000. I don't even want to think of the song because I go up there and they play it, and they play at least 2-3 times in class because I got practice the routine for recital, so it just gets stuck in your head for like a day.
So yeah, fuck that. I'm not listening. I'm blanking this fucking thing out. I'm going to have to listen to it on the night. I'm going to have to go to watch it on the show.
It's like that. It's like that one movie, Dazed and Confused. You know, I don't think I want to get involved in politics anymore. What do you want to do with your life? I want to dance. Remember that? That was a good movie.
No, I think I was incredibly intoxicated watching that film.
That was a good movie. I love that movie. I've seen it multiple times.
In fact, there's quite a lot of films that I've been incredibly intoxicated with.
I think I own it.
I don't own as many films as I used to, which is a shame.
I got a shitload of DVDs. Want to see?
By shitload, do you have to move the camera?
Huh?
Do you have to move the camera?
I would have to move some go-karts to get the boxes out, put it that way.
Now, in that case, I will believe you have shitloads of DVDs.
Yeah.
Now, my cousin was also one of the DVD collectors, and he had wardrobes and rooms full of the things. It's like, when are you ever going to watch them? I've already watched them. So why is the room still full?
Because if I ever want to watch them again, all I got to do is walk in there and grab it.
Well, at a certain point in your life, you're going to get to the time when you have more DVDs and movies and you have time left. So I mean, it's you got to divest as you go. And it sucks to think
it. I only got like 5 tubs.
I mean, it sucks to think that like some shit will get thrown away, so you want to donate it to while you can. But at the end of the day, I mean, some shit might get thrown away because it's just not donatable because nobody wants it. It's like they have a lot of books. That's why I don't really get people when they buy books. I'm not saying don't read, but like you get an e-reader, right? You buy one device for like $10 and you get all the books. Or you could buy, books, each book for like $20 and you got all this giant stack of books. When you got one little device that has all the books. And you might be like, oh, I don't like that. Well, I mean, it's a lot better for you and the environment at the end of the day, in your pocketbook. I don't know. People argue about with me all the time. But I mean, you need book smarts is okay, but you need social skills. And people who rely on books, a lot of times they don't have the social skills needed to react in a 21st century economy, lads. They don't. They're shut-ins. They clam up. They cannot deal with conflict. Basic conflict resolution is a skill a lot of people lack. You'd be surprised. A lot of people just want it to go away. They'll just go and just wait for it to go away. They do not want to deal with conflict. Basic shit too, easy stuff like, hey pal, how you doing? That's all you gotta ask sometimes. Some of these people just freak the fuck out, man. It's kind of wild.
What, you say hello to them and they classify that as conflict?
Yeah, well, sometimes people are opinions. Sometimes you just have to say what's going on. That's literally all it takes to calm down the conflict. Because, I don't know.
Just like, chill the fuck out.
Right?
Ooh, Stolen Valor one. I love Don Shipley.
What?
He just had another episode, Stolen Valor episode. That dude does he nails people that do Stolen Valor, that say they're military.
As somebody who I was in the service. I don't know what the Valor was in my service, but and I don't know if I'm in the minority on this, but I could give one fuck if somebody wants to walk around and do some medals. I mean, if they're getting privileges because of it, okay, Somebody wants to sit in all with a bunch of uniform medals on, whatever, man.
Yeah. I agree. If you want to wear fatigues, so what?
Right, freedom of speech, dude. I mean, it's all is a symbol. Right.
I agree with that, but the ones that he nails are the ones that are fucking milking shit.
Going and getting 10% veterans discounts and crap like that.
More than that,
the ones that do piss me off, I will say, are the ones that I was in the service and I'm late on my rent, and they'll make up a service just to scam money. Oh yeah, those ones, for sure.
That's what he goes after.
Nuke those guys, bro, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he checks everybody's shit, that needs to be checked because he has a service, but the only stuff that's on his channel is stuff where he's nailing motherfuckers to the wall about taking advantage of people. Like he's gone to places. There, he went to Mardi Gras. There was one guy that was give me a minute.
That is a really bad sound effect.
It sounded like a robot dog. What was it?
His phone. I'm guessing it's a recording of one of his pets. I would hazard a guess. But yeah, that sounded like that was a really bad recording. Nearly got 2 walls done. I've decided I'm a leader. I need to figure out the rest of the bloody army, which is going to take fun. I hope to God that everybody else is healthy by the time I'm doing that. I'll finish wall number 2, and then I can let them dry. Then that'll leave just the windows. Just the windows. Which are the worst bleeding ones. I have a newfound respect for bricklayers, by the way. A very newfound respect for bricklayers after doing these fucking
bricklayers supposed to ask you. People work brick, construction, any of those trades, roofers, especially. It's God bless those guys. It's a rough trade, man. It's painters too. It's shit can, you don't want to do it for too long while you're young, but 10, 15 years maybe after that, you want to get to consulting or transition a new career because you don't want to be out there, 65 years old still laying brick, because of your life decisions. You want to be retired by that point. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But to be quite honest, I don't think I've ever met a truly poor tradesperson. So a sparky, an electrician, and a gas builder. I don't think I've ever met a truly poor tradesperson.
I'm a tradesman. I'm a rigger by trade. fuck.
Yeah, are you actively in the profession at the moment? Yeah. Are you better off than someone who would be on a minimum wage? I would guess so, being a tradesman. But you never really see a poor farmer, really. They might not look like them dripping in money, but
I'm still in the union, I think. American Federation of Government Employees, AFGE. 2823, I believe, was the number. But I don't know. It's I mean, at the end of the day, the union's subject to just federal whim. When the last guy was in there, he did take away a lot of stuff, and then when the other guy got elected, he put a lot of stuff back. And I've been reading that the other guy, if he gets reelected, is gonna, put some stuff back, take some stuff. I don't know, man. Whatever. And at the end of the day, paychecks keep coming in. I can't really worry about it.
No, what was you saying, Lep, when I said that? Yeah, I'm a tradesman.
I'm assuming then that you would have a slightly. I don't want to pry into basically your money. Your money's your money, but I'm guessing you earn more than the minimum wage. You earn more than a minimum wage.
I work for myself, so I have a set rate, and I will get into contracts.
Yeah, so you're like, yeah, I need to make a profit.
Yeah, I provide insurances and all that stuff. I literally have $2 million with $3 million aggregate on me and my truck.
There you go. So you're not poor, but you're not rich.
I would say lower middle class, man. There is no such thing as upper middle class nowadays. Out here in the United States, we're all struggling to get a buck. You know what I mean?
To be quite honest, I would struggle to. I would dare to say there is no middle class anymore.
Dude, I got paid $950 a month for my insurances, bro.
Yeah, you're the one that's gonna. You're the one that's gonna get hit hardest than anyone else.
Yeah, I spend $150 a day in gas.
Yeah, but no way, Jesus, that's just stupid.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's the cost of doing business, man. But see, there's a lot of things too. Like, now I say I'm a tradesman. Okay, I'm a rigger by trade. In other words, I'm restaurant equipment rigger. I'm not one of those guys that I know my crane signals and all that stuff, but I don't work with cranes often. I'm more of the type of rigger that puts something through a window and up the stairs and over stuff, not the one that hooks something to a boom and stuffs it up on top of a building. You see what I'm saying? I can.
But you're more used to the manhandle.
Yeah, I know how to do all that stuff.
Spaces, but
that's not my exact trade. I am a rigger by trade, but I'm an equipment rigger.
Right.
And well, there's different kinds of it's really like you got to look at insurance policies, bro, and it's clarifications. Do you do this? Do you do that? No. Do you know how to do this? And if you do, can you get certification? Do you have OSHA certification? Do you have this? Do you have that? There's a lot of different shit, dude. Some things I don't want. Some things I refuse to have.
Just because of the amount of crap it'll pile on top of you because of it.
So
it's like getting the different category driving licenses. It's like, I don't mind driving those big lorries, but I am not driving that stupid big one because if something fucks up, I ain't going to be responsible for it. So I'll take my Cat 2 and not my Cat 1.
Yeah. Well, it's like, even though I own a truck, you're not going to call me and ask me if I can go pick something up and deliver it. You're not going to hire me to go pick something up and deliver it for you. That's not how it works. My answer is no when it comes to that stuff.
So I'm not a delivery guy. Go hire a delivery guy.
Yeah, exactly. Call Domino's. Call something else. It's not me.
Yeah. You need that setting up. You need that. Right. Okay. Fair enough. I'll turn up and I'll set up.
I'm not a delivery service. I'm a rigger. I'm also someone that same breath with my other stuff with my contract. It's the same thing. I make sure that the jobs are set and the guys have all the materials.
See, good. Yeah, but that's just good general business management. If you've got a job, you make sure you have the things to complete the job.
Yeah,
that should just come down with good business management, I assume.
Well, a lot of people, like a lot of the ways I used to do, like, dude, it's nothing for me to get a pizza oven and put it through a window and stack one on top of the other and put it in place with myself, a lift, and one other guy. But when I do it, people look at me like I'm a fucking psycho and they think something's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because it's unorthodox the way I do things, but I don't make mistakes. So I can arrogantly say that with what I do. I do not make mistakes, bro, because mistakes hurt people bad. You know, one little slip when you're fucking under a pizza oven, then what happens? That's 700 pounds to 800 pounds to 1,000 pounds dropping right on you. You're done.
Yep. Well, the hard hat might survive in some capacity.
There's what?
The hard hat might survive in some capacity.
Yeah, no, it's dude. I had one guy. We were actually stacking a set of ovens, and I had one guy that worked for me, and he was skinny. He was light in the ass, but he was good to fit. Like you could put him behind something and have him disconnect stuff. It was great because he fit everywhere I couldn't. So yeah, it was a good fit, but he was scatterbrained and he panicked a lot. So we're stacking this oven, and I get just the tip of the oven on it. I got my lift on one end, and I needed to have him resituate the lift because it was just such a tight area. You couldn't fit more than one lift in there. And so I got under it and put my arm in between the table, which was stainless steel, and the underneath of the oven, and I just leaned into it and pushed up on it. Now, granted, it's like a 600-700 pound oven, but I was only on one corner. So it wasn't all the weight. So I pushed up on it, got it up there, and told him, grab the lift and spin the lift around and put it over there. And I told him before I was doing it, and he's like, yeah. And I pick it up, and he's like looking at me. And I'm like, move the fucking lift. And I'm stuck under it. My arm is pinned on the stainless steel table like this underneath that oven. And there's a couple 100 pounds coming down on me. So he's just looking at me like panicking. So I grabbed him and bounced him off the lift and said, grab that fucking thing and put it underneath there. You know, he did. He couldn't work with me no more because I was scared he was gonna hurt me.
Yeah, you're too dangerous on the job site. No, you can't be there. You're a liability. Fuck off.
Yeah, he was a friend. He was still a good friend. He actually used to be the drummer of that band Garbage. Oh, nice. And he used to work for me part-time when they weren't going on tour. But yeah,
a liability on site is not good.
Yeah, it was just that and I told him straight out, I'm like, bro, I don't know what else to do except for I got to get somebody bigger than you, man. You got to fucking, and I never ever brought somebody in smaller than me after that. I mean, maybe shorter, but not build wise.
You should, if you consider it, you should certainly give them a test of going, like, right, okay, can you do that? Can you do that? And can you do that? Because that's the least I need you to do.
Dude,
I need you to do it competently. I don't need you to just be able to do it. I need you to be able to show that you can do it competently.
Yeah, competently is very easy, dude. I can show my son how to do it competently. It's the problem is when you're in a tight area and shit just happens right at that time. There's no going back.
Yeah, you need to adapt. And
yeah, you totally. You know, I mean, picture a kitchen, right? Okay, a restaurant kitchen. You walk into that kitchen, you look at the stainless steel counters, you look at all the cooking equipment that's on top of those counters, you look at those ovens, those fryers, those stacked convention ovens, or if it's a pizza place, those pizza ovens, those mixers, the stainless steel on the walls, the hoods that go above it, that all the heat goes into. I'm the one that puts all that shit into place, bro. And I've done that for 30 years.
Fucking metal.
Yeah.
That is a lot of
I actually love it, dude. And I kind of miss it because ever since COVID, it's slowed down a lot. I only work for mainly one designer because, again, you know, I'm an asshole for. I only work for certain people, bro. Otherwise, that I'm not interested. It's not worth it.
What was squeaking again? Joey's left there. Thank you.
Yeah, Joey's coming back.
That's all right. That's all right. Oh, I wish I could get back into work again. It is ridiculous how annoying it is not being in work.
I couldn't hang, dude. That's why when you guys were talking about working and like Joey saying, well, who would want to work at the age of 65? Well, right here, because I want to make it at 95.
Yeah, and if you've not got anything to do, you slow down and you need something to keep you going. Especially men. Men need to do something. We need to be useful. We need to be doing stuff.
Well, yeah, you got to have a purpose, or I mean, mentally, physically as well too. Because if you fucking slow down, that's when shit starts locking up. Trust me, I'm 54, dude. I feel shit sometimes in places, and I'm not talking like I'm an old man, but I don't bounce when I hit the ground no more.
So I'm faulted. I don't bounce when I hit the ground anymore either. It's like, oh, what did this change? It's like at one point I used to be able to fall over straight back up, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, just give me a second. Oh,
yeah,
God.
You fall on your ass when you're younger. It's like, up, you get right back up. Well, let me tell you, after your 50s or after your 40s, you fall flat on your ass. You blow a gasket and burp.
Yeah, it's something goes. You hear cracks, you hear crunches, you feel things that you was like, I didn't know stuff was there.
Yeah, no, you fucking realize it's there. That's for sure. Let me tell you, bro.
Fucking hurting now. I'll tell you that much. Luckily, I've not fallen too badly since I don't bounce anymore.
I wouldn't trade it for nothing though. I mean, granted, I would love to be rich. Would I stop working? Well, I would change my work, but I wouldn't stop working.
If I became rich, I would then get back into work, which would be ironic.
I just fire up a business that I enjoy, dude. I'd have the
essentially, yeah.
A lot of my friends working for me at a t-shirt place, a skateboard shop, freaking BMX shop, go-kart shop. It'd be all the fun that I have turned into one big building.
In fact, we have a small skate park here, so yeah, I would pretty much, if I had if we're talking hypothetical, we've got Elon money type of expenditure. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm buying the little shopping center in my town. I'm putting a skate shop in there. I'm putting a game shop in there. I'm putting all the stuff that I like to do in there in lots of different places, so everyone else can go do it and go use the skate park. I'm renovating that area there. I'm renovating that area. I'd go do nuts and go crazy. So my kids had shit to do and fun things to do, like I did when I was a kid.
Bingo, and then could run it when they get older.
Go to
college. Your college, you know what? I'm fucking rich enough to own this, so I better be able to pay for your college wherever you want to go. When you're done with college, guess what? You need your business degree because you got to run this if you want to. If not, I'll start you up with your own shit. But unfortunately, we eat Cheerios. That's my wife. See, that's the only different one. Every other one barks.
Yep, we eat Cheerios.
I'm a girl. What's up?
We drink tea and we do silly little hobbies to distract ourselves. And we go through each day as it comes, because that's all we can really do. Strive to do our best. And take it day at a time. I may even get 3 walls finished tonight. I have lost my final viewer. Well, thank you very much for whoever you were that was holding around for a while. I've gained another viewer back. Thank you very much for whoever has just rejoined. I don't know what conversations have been going on tonight. I know various things have been said, various things have been done. Mick T has given us a very, very nice demonstration of his capabilities when he's at full capacity. We've heard about people doing naughty things in America that they shouldn't do, especially in bearing in mind the culture that they are in, taking advantages of benefits and things that they shouldn't. We have heard the correct weights and amounts to take gummies if you are ever to get herbally infused. To quote Stoner Gump. I've done quite a lot of things tonight. Also, hello.
My wife's boss got cancer.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she just called me and she's like, "Fucking just told me, like she's tight with her boss."
Oh shit! Right, I'm going to keep my mouth shut for a moment because I'm the type of person who's got that joke in his head already.
Well, I mean, she's a good lady, bro. They got it out supposedly. Let's see if there's any, it was her stomach. They took part of her stomach out.
So yeah, I have no malicious intent against that lady. I hope she does turn out well, but I did have a joke in my head already, and I'm sorry.
Go for it. It's not my mom.
Excellent. Does that mean he's a promotion on the table?
No, that's the vice president of the company.
Ah, bollocks. Yeah, but if he moves up, then your wife moves.
Yeah, no, I think she's going to be okay because they caught it, and she was sick. They caught it. And I don't know what the stage is. They're going to wait to find out. It was invasive, non-invasive. If they removed part of her intestine, I'm assuming it's invasive.
Yeah, definitely. But if they've removed it, that means hopefully that they've removed everything that there is no longer spreading.
Exactly. But then there's chemo and months of that shit. Chemo is gnarly, bro. I mean, I've had direct, like inside my bladder, where they put the chemo itself inside my bladder, not intravenous, where they put it in your veins and shit like that, or whatever, however they do it like that. I've never had it done like that before. And I can only imagine the pain they go through. Because that shit burns, bro.
Not all get treated with chemo. I'm aware of a case of a double brain tumor, and they've not been able to remove. Basically, they couldn't remove the full second tumor, and they couldn't apply chemo either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I only know about my case, and hearing about chemo. That it's fucking gnarly, and I know what it feels like as far as not intravenous, but inside my bladder, it felt like it was in a fucking microwave, dude. I could only imagine how it feels when it's in an IV.
Funnily enough, it's not like a microwave. It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is a microwave.
Like literally, I've had that 3 times, and each time what they'll do is they'll do the surgery, and then they put it in my bladder while I'm under.
Ooh.
And then they wake me up before they fucking drain it, dude. I don't know why, but they wake me up before they drain it. And then like before they even start, I wake up and my shit, it's on fire, dude. Like my whole fucking, the bottom part of my body, dude, to my knees just feels like it's fucking
burning.
Like somebody's got one of those heat guns, a big old heat gun on it, bro. But from the inside out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, and I don't wish to.
Yeah. And then they drain it out. But that stuff fucking eats away a layer inside my bladder. So I'm just like passing stones for 3 months after that because it's dead skin.
Yep.
Fucking nasty.
Well, that's the whole point is to kill the cells. That's
it kills anything and everything that fucking, yeah.
Yeah. Kill all cells and hopefully good cells regrow back.
Yeah. Thank God. That's another reason why, like, literally, I don't want to stop. You know what I mean? I'm like working and just going. Fucking no point, dude. If I'm gonna die, I mean, shit, I'm not gonna die in neutral.
Fuck no. Screaming through backwards in a ball of fire, please.
5th gear into 6, double clutching that shit, dude.
Yeah. Pull up at the pearly gates, throw the keys to St. Paul, and go park it for us, mate. And then proceed to kick the foot back out.
If I'm gonna go tard, I'm gonna go full tard.
Well, as well.
Joey, nice shirt.
It is a nice shirt. Now I'm still really pissed off when it comes to shirts because I have this beautiful, beautiful purple shirt with this skull on it, with wearing a helmet, and it's got this nice leaf and it's smoke. And I wore it 3 times. That I wore it the day I got it, and I've wore it on 2 streams since. And can I find that shirt anywhere?
Some local thief probably took it. It's like a catalytic converter, brother. Probably.
It's been folded and it's in the bottom or the center of the pile of the laundry that was done a month ago. Because you got so many damn t-shirts, you just pile them up and pile them up and pile them up in your closet because you don't have enough hangers to hang them, right?
No, that's
my case. That's my case.
That's the problem. I have more than enough hangers to hang my t-shirts. I don't have that many because I wear my t-shirts to death.
Yeah.
So I won't get unless it's a special occasion t-shirt, like I went to a band or I went to see a gig or something and I get a t-shirt from that. I won't get a t-shirt unless I need to replace a t-shirt.
Yeah. See, I like t-shirts. I see a t-shirt I like, I get it. And my problem is even once they turn into church shirts, you know what church shirts are, right?
Oh, the holiest of holies.
Yes, I still keep them. I still keep them.
I don't know. This one's not that bad. I do have a shirt from when I went to see therapy about, I would say about 14 years ago now. And it's starting to develop holes in basically everywhere where there's a slight bit of extra stitching. So where the tag is at the back, that's worn through its holes, all the bottoms are going, all the sleeves. The whole thing looks tatty as hell. And my missus, will you throw that? It's like, nope. That's my concert from that gig, and I'm keeping it. I've got a t-shirt where you can't actually see the picture anymore because it's faded to that degree because I've wore it that much. It's just, you could tell something was there, but not what was there. You just know something was there at some point. The only t-shirts I really miss are the ones that get holy, and my missus decides she's going to get rid of them when I'm not there.
Yeah, my wife don't throw my shirts out at all anymore. I had a very long time before we even started dating, and it was just cut the sleeves off, and it was a black t-shirt that said "Shut up, bitch," right, and big letters, and she hated that fucking shirt, so I wouldn't wear it much. You know what I mean? Unless I was going out with my friends or something like that, I wouldn't wear it around her. So it kind of ended up getting further back in the pile of shirts. And about, I don't know, 10 years ago, digging through my shirts looking for it, she says, "Oh yeah, I threw that away."
Oh,
like taking my ball cap and throwing my ball cap on the ground. We're not going to do that. Yeah. So we didn't get in an argument about it, but she ain't going to do it no more.
Yeah, you made sure perfectly clear. I was like, look, I don't
throw your shit away. Why would you throw mine?
Yeah, don't throw it away.
If you don't like it, tell me, and I'll throw it away. And that's what I told her. I would have thrown it away. You told me, you told me it bugged you, but I fucking put it up and I wore it every once in a while. You never said anything else about it. Then it disappears.
Yeah, I've got a t-shirt like that. My missus doesn't. She in fairness, she was both. She's like, I don't like you wearing that t-shirt when you go out with me and the kids. And it's like, I can understand because it's got the words "fucking decent" written across the front of it. So it's like, yeah, fair enough. So that one again gets put to the back of the wardrobe, and then when I'm going to my mate's house, that's when that one goes off. Yeah, but yeah, she's not throwing it away yet.
Yeah. I got a sleeveless shirt that now another one that cut the sleeves off. It says Morningwood Lumber Company. And she don't really like it too much, but I don't wear it around her. And she's cool. She leaves it be.
Yeah, tolerates it.
Summer shirt, bro. It's when I'm going out in the dirt or when I'm somewhere out where it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, look, give me half an hour. No one's going to be able to read it anyway. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, you can read it. No, you can read it.
What, covered in mud?
Yeah, no. If I'm gonna get something funny and it's got to be something you're gonna read, it's gonna be like this, bro. It's gonna stand out. You see what I'm saying? It's not so much like this one either, but we don't go to Disneyland together when I'm wearing this.
I don't think my partner's ever going to take me to Disneyland ever again. We went to the French version and I didn't eat and just complained. But she took an Englishman to France. So what do you expect is going to happen? But yeah, so I don't think we'll.
I hate that I've been there twice, and I tell people not to go. It's I don't know. It's gotten worse from what I've been told. It's
Disneyland's expensive, bro.
It's so expensive. Oh. Yeah, $200 a day per park per person, something like that. It's mind-boggling, bro.
Yep, it is expensive.
I mean, if you got family of 5, say, or family of 4, you're talking $800 a day just for one park. If you want to get the park hopper pass, and each day you're probably talking. Say you're there for 3-4 days, you're probably talking $3,500 just for the passes and everything to get into the park. That's not even accommodations, airfare, for driving or whatever. That's insane, dude. It's ridiculous. I ain't got no time for that.
Well, we booked essentially a family holiday, so we stayed over, had park tickets for both parks for both days, and a few of the event things that they put on at the night and the shows and stuff like that. It cost an absolute fucking fortune. We've still not recuperated. He's like, right, that was our holiday for make sure it's memorable because we don't know when we're getting another one now. It costs that fucking much just to go over there. Glad the kids enjoyed it. Well, I hope they enjoyed it. But the cost was just stupid. It was stupid. As Joe you said, then it's in the thousands just to go on a holiday really shouldn't be anywhere near that amount. Just it's got Disney slapped all over it, and all the things that they have attached to their name. I am not in the mood right now to be breaking up those windows. Done the other three sides. That's what we have. Side with the broken wall, the side with the door and two of the windows, and the main broken out wall on the bottom floor. But look me, I am not in the mood to be doing those windows because that's just a lot of trimming around and cutting triangles. So I will be calling this stream very soon, just to let everybody else.
It's like 11:15 over there. I was figuring that.
Yeah, it is. Yes. I've been going for an hour and 45, just about. So I'm just going to have a look, make sure it measures up. Well, in case 3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at a form.
You're not supposed to say anything while I'm doing this. So yeah, that's going to go. Hopefully, they're going to go there in some tinfoil with some more of that. My head's just not working. The fuck, Joey? What do you use to wall filler? Wall filler, going to fill in the gaps to make it look like rubble, with a few more scattered bricks within the wall filler to come out and make this a larger area to take something like a 10-man or even possibly even a 20-man unit. Hopefully, depending on the size, should at least be able to take a 10-man unit on that size basis, and possibly a 20-man unit on smaller bases within both sections. So it won't be filled up like the other one where you have to. It is more. The other one's more designed for smaller units. This one should provide cover for larger units, especially once you've added the secondary floors on top. So now I've just got to glue it all down, fill it all in, prime it all, spray it all, finish off the bricks for the top 2 layers.
My wife just got home. I got to take care of a couple of things. I'll see if I can come back. I'm just reading something I got to talk with her about.
No worries, doing someone. You have a good night. How you doing, Martin? Thanks for coming to join me, man. Just finishing up now. I hope you're doing all right. So yeah, Matt just arrived just in time. So yeah, this is the basic plan for it, is to have the scenery as a larger piece than the other one, because the other one was not much bigger than the actual footprint of this building. So it would have fit very easily there, and I need something bigger for basically shit's are hiding, because them big bugs are big, man. They fucking crush it.
Bugs taking over, bro. It's ridiculous.
Well, they're not, but because the armors are going to be equally scaled against each other roughly. I think the advantage is going to actually be with the bugs, because they're going to be able to clog up enough for the bigger bugs to be able to go, right, you're a target, get rid of you. You're a target, get rid of you. You're a target, get rid of you. Nothing else can bother us. I can't really do that with the marine side, because most of them are basically this guy over and over and over again with different abilities. So although they're quite versatile, I can give them different guns to perform different actions, or give them different melee weapons to make them. I've kind of got to sway them one way or the other per unit. And I don't think they're going to provide the punch that they're going to need to get rid of the 2 really big bugs that are in the other side. And they're going to struggle with them. But that's something I'm going to have to think about, because I'm going to have to try and equalize it. I'm going to have to try and make it fair, because I don't know which side I'm bloody playing.
Right.
You look like you're thinking deeply in thought.
Well, I mean, one of these days, when my son comes over to the UK, you and him could talk about that whole realm of things. I don't think he's a Warhammer guy, but you guys talk about the realm or whatever that is. I don't know, man. Dungeons and Dragons, shit like that. I'm not really.
So you
I have no ability to think fantasy wise. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I can put it into terms you can understand though.
Yeah, you're good at breaking it down, but like in terms of me, like,
so
it's just hard for me to get into stuff that you know what I mean.
At the moment, I've got the U.S. military's army forces, so I can't include Navy, I can't include Air Force. Okay, but I have obviously tanks available. I have infantry available. The problem is the force I'm going up against has 2 extremely tough tanks that can not only tank shock your troops, but are effective at taking out your hardware as well. And then 4 lesser tanks that can do pretty much a similar job. Then you're filled with what is basically grunt, just come out of boot camp, but numbers infantry. That's what you're facing. Now you've got the US military, you've got the US Army, but majority of your selection has to come from your special forces. Build your side.
I got out of shape so fast after basic training. It was the Thursday before we graduated, bro. I went to the Burger King because we had like they call it base liberty. Basically, you go anywhere in the base you want, and there's a couple different things you can do. You can go bowling, watch a movie, and shit like that. So I went to the Burger King and I got me a chicken sandwich, and I got me a Whopper, and a large fries, and a milkshake, and I think a pop. I ate all that shit, bro. It was so good. So yeah, my diet started going down real fast. I was 19 years old, bro. It is what it is. You know, it's a that shit went out really fast, bro. Like really fast. Like I gained all that weight back. It wasn't. It didn't last long, man.
I've only got one thing to say about that story, and I know it's a lie for one very simple reason. You enjoyed Burger King?
Hey, when you had basic training food. I mean, Air Force food, basic training food wasn't that bad. I'm not considering that like it was prison food, but you know, when you had just certain things every day for fucking, I don't know how long I was there, 8 weeks, whatever. It was that Burger King smacked, bro. It was good shit.
He was like, I don't care if it's refined. I don't care if it's sprayed on baked barbecue sauce. Give it here. One of those.
There was a McDonald's. There was a couple squadrons. They had like, and I can't remember what they call it, the hotel row or whatever, because it's like right by all the hotels, like right by the base exit. But like, so there was a McDonald's there, and they say on a windy day when the wind was blowing this way, you could smell the McDonald's cooking in the air. You know, these people are like, I want McDonald's. They can't eat it, so they just had to eat whatever fucking they had to.
Oh yeah, I used to hate that when I used to have to ride past the bakery every morning. So the bakery that make all the McDonald's buns. Every morning, my first job pretty much, I was on my bike. I couldn't drive, and I used to have to ride past the bakery that made those buns every morning. And even though I'd had my breakfast, but I drove past it. I'd slow down just to get past that factory, just to sit there and smell it. Oh yeah, it just smells. I was screwed for the morning then. It guaranteed that I was getting a sausage, bacon, egg, bean, mushroom muffin. And yes, all that managed to fit on one muffin. And that was my mid-morning snack because of driving past McDonald's bakeries. It is such a lovely smell, I've got to say. It's shit food, but it's a lovely smell. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't, but I like the smell. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now. So thank you very much for everyone.
Thanks for having me up, brother. Thanks for having me up. Appreciate it.
Always stick around. Obviously, I'm not booting you anywhere, and you understand how this crap works. So I'm just going to do the thank yous to Mick T, Alison, Angie, Ma, Buzzard, Kirsty. I lost track of the chat throughout this. I almost had to look back, and I've got no idea what happened. I know. So Dan popped in through part of it. I barely even noticed that happening. I think I got everyone. Yep, and everyone for coming up. Joey, thanks for coming up. Obviously, I had Mick T up as well, and Reed, so thank you very much. I'll try and plan on the Space Marines as I intended to next week, but fuck knows what's going to happen, really, to be quite honest. life gets in the way. We'll see. We'll see. I'm either bricking or on Space Marine, one of the two. But drive safe, everyone, and thank you so much for coming. See you later.